Hello and welcome to Matchless Support. Today I'm going to explain every champion as fast and as best I can. I'm not going to explain every aspect and skill of the champion, but I'm going to try to explain their essence so that new players can see what champions they're interested in. When I started out playing League, I searched for a video like this, but I couldn't find any. So this video is for those people who are trying to get information on the every League of Legends champion. I'll go into alphabetical order so it's easier, and I'm gonna explain 30 champions every video to make the videos of a better length. Also, all of these champions are made in date of the posting date underneath the video, and I'm sorry if they're outdated by the time that you watch them, but I'm gonna try to explain their essence. So even if they're updated, it'll probably be similar. Number one, Aatrox. He's a melee bruiser with medium range with his abilities. He has no mana. His ultimate is a revive, so he can have no fear to flash into the enemy team, and he has medium mobility. Number two, Ari. She is a long range mage assassin that misses a bit of damage to completely 100 to 0 someone if she isn't fed. She has a charm that if she hits, she can land all her other abilities. Her ultimate is basically three flashes, so she can position more aggressively and still have a way out of a fight. Number three, Akali, a melee assassin with a lot of mobility and damage. She can very easily 100 to 0 someone from almost the beginning of the game. She also has a shroud that makes her invisible and untargetable to give her a bit of protection. Number 4, Alistar, a melee tank support that has a lot of CC. He can disengage an opponent or engage on an enemy team, changing the whole course of the team fight. His ultimate reduces a lot of damage he receives, so he can really be in the thick of the battle. Number 5, Amumu, a melee tank mage. He has an ability that makes enemies lose a percentage of their life each second when he is close to them. He can also engage because he has a dash slash stun, and his ultimate roots everyone in place. That's a big AoE ability. He can set up other champions well. Number 6, Anivia, a long-range spellcaster that controls zones of the map with one of the best wave clears when she gets level 6, but she is very immobile. She can wall parts off of the map. She can also stun to make people stay in the zone and receive damage. Number 7, Annie, a long-range mage that can CS with her Q, and it costs nothing when done right. She has a stun every fourth spell, and her ultimate can stun a whole team if done right, but she is very immobile. Number 8, Ashe, a mid to long range auto attacker that can build up her Q to do more damage. Every time she crits, she slows, and can send out arrows to have vision of the map. Her ultimate is a global arrow that can stung for a very long time. The more time it stays in the air, the longer it stuns. Number 9, Aurelian Soul. He has 3 stars that go around him and deal damage all the time, so he has one of the best wave clears from even the beginning of the game. He also has a spell that allows him to move in one direction and go above every obstacles, so he can easily impact the rest of the map. But when someone gets close to him, he can't do much about it. His ultimate can push people away though. Number 10, Azir, a mid to long range mage that auto attacks with soldiers he places. He can also have a bit of mobility, and his ultimate can push anyone close to him in a direction he decides. He has an incredible amount of damage late game, and he can also impact team fights with his ultimate. Number 11, Bard, a mid to long range support with a lot of utility. He has a stun, a heal, also an ability that makes everyone able to walk through a wall. His ultimate is that everything in a circle, even players, becomes stasis. This ability can help or be a nuisance to your team. Number 12, Blitzcrank, a tank that has the ability to hook someone to him. He can be very good at all points of the game if you're good at landing a hook. He also has a bit of CC, but no mobility. His damage is limited. Number 13, Brand. A long range mage that deals a lot of damage with all his abilities. He can stun, his teamfight presence is good, but he has no sustain and is immobile. His passive makes his enemies burn for a percentage of their health. Number 14, Braum, a support that principally protects his teammates by jumping in front of them and putting up a big shield negating the enemy's abilities. He also has a knock up with his ultimate and a mid range attack that does a little bit of damage and can stun with multiple attacks from you or your teammate. He is great at protecting damage dealers. Number 15, Caitlyn, a very long range auto attacker. She can also lay traps and headshot enemies for more damage. She also has a short dash that can slow the enemy, and finally, her ultimate is a very long ranged attack that can't miss, but if someone stands in front of it, they take the damage instead. Number 16, a melee bruiser that has an auto attack reset and a very long ranged movement ability with a stun. Her ultimate makes it impossible for the enemy to get out of a ring that she creates. She is very dangerous for squishy targets. Number 17, Cassiopeia. A long range mage that has a spell that you can recast every 0.75 seconds. It costs nothing if you CS with it. She has a slow with one ability, and she can speed herself up with another. Her ult is a massive stun to all enemies facing her. She can't buy boots, she is very good against melees because she can kite them very well and can poke them out of lane. Number 18, Cho'Gath, a melee tank spellcaster that has the potential to have infinite HP. Every time he kills an enemy, he gains mana and HP. He has a silence and some CC. When he kills someone with his ultimate, he gains an amount of max HP. Number 19, Quirky, a mid to long ranged auto attacker that uses a spell. His passive makes his basic attack deal 80% of magic damage. He also has a package that when he comes back to lane, he has bonus movement speed and his dash becomes longer. His mid game is very strong. Number 20, Darius, a melee bruiser tank with no mobility. Every auto attack he applies a stack and makes them bleed. At 5 stacks, he gains bonus AD, and the bleed is much more. His ultimate executes and resets on kills, so he can easily 1v2 early onto the game. Number 21, Diana, a melee assassin spellcaster that has medium range with her abilities. She also has a shield, but when she gets a little fed, she's the queen of one shots. Her ult is a medium to long range dash that deals damage. It has no cooldown if she hits her enemy with her other ability first. Number 22, Dr. Mundo, a melee tank that has the ability to deal damage from range. His passive makes him regen a percentage of his health each second, and his ult makes him regen so much HP that a 5-man team can hit him for some time and he regens it all. Number 23, Draven, a medium ranged auto attacker that deals a massive amount of damage if he can catch the axes he throws. He gets considerably more gold from kills. His ultimate is a global axe that he throws and deals massive damage. He is made to snowball game. Number 24, Echo, a melee mage assassin that has good wave clear, good mobility, and a stun. His ultimate makes him go back in time, deal damage, and heal himself. It can be very good to save yourself after you go in for a kill. Number 25, Elise, a champion that has two forms. One long range spellcaster with a stun, and other is a melee form. She has a short dash and a way to make her untargetable. Her ult is a way to change forms. She can be very good in skirmishes. Number 26, Evelyn, a melee spellcaster assassin that becomes invisible when out of combat after level 6. She has a charm and an incredible amount of damage, but she is immobile, except for her ultimate, which is a massive AoE execute that can deal an incredible amount of damage. So, picking off champions is easier for her. Number 27, Ezreal. A long ranged auto attacker and spellcaster, and his spells do most of his DPS. He relies greatly on skill shots. He has one dash, and his ultimate is a global range skill shot that does a great amount of damage. He can be good at every point of the game, but mid is his best. Basically, his basic attacks are replaced by skill shots. Number 28, Fiddlesticks. A medium range mage that has a fear and a silence with some poke, and one ability that can heal himself almost fully by stealing health of an enemy. His ultimate is a dash after a small channel and deals a lot of AoE damage, so great for flanking a team over a wall. Number 29, Fiora. A melee auto attacker that can attack the vital spots of an enemy for more damage and it heals herself. She has a dash on a low cooldown and wants to fight. She wants to life steal through all the damage she receives. Her ultimate reveals more weak spots, and if she kills them, there's a big AoE heal over time, which can be good if, in a team fight if you can kill someone fast. But her most impressive ability is to completely negate any damage or CC done to her if she times her parry right. And finally, number 30, Fizz, a melee assassin that is very mobile. One of his abilities makes him become untargetable, so very skilled players can evade a lot of the deathly situations. His ultimate is a bait that lures a giant shark and deal a lot of AoE damage. He can be very safe and dangerous for the other team all at the same time if you use your abilities on the right time. Thank you so much for watching till the end of the video. I greatly appreciate it. I hope it helped. See you soon, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See ya!